What's up, my guys? Every time I do a nice guy video, it seems like all of the NPCs in the comment section conflate self-proclaimed nice guys with genuinely good men. They're different. So here's 3 more reasons why nice guys suck. Number 1, they only want sex and validation, and they think that it's owed to them in exchange for the nice guy facade. Listen, bud, every woman is putting you in the friend zone because you're putting every woman in the girlfriend zone. Get off your high horse and reassess your overinflated self-worth. Number 2, they do the bare minimum. If being nice is your only personality trait, you're a waste of my time. I want a guy with a pulse. I want a guy that disagrees with me when he has an opposing opinion. A man that I could trust to interject when he thinks I might not be making the best decision, and who won't follow along like a little puppy dog in my footsteps. Being nice is the equivalent of asking for a participation trophy. Number 3, they throw a tantrum when they don't get their way. This right here is why it's so easy to see through a nice guy. Go look at the nearly 4,000 crushed souls in the comments section of one of my previous nice guy videos. It's bitter men like this who will be single forever. There's a difference between being the nice guy and being genuine. A genuine man will attract what he's deserving of. A self-proclaimed nice guy will only attract a woman of his same level of desperation. What's up, my gals? Yep, this one's for the ladies. A man's purpose is to protect and provide for his family. So let him do that. If you want to be an independent boss babe, so be it. But if you want to be a boss babe with a stable man in your life and family, you need to allow him to be a man. If you're continuously trying to out-alpha him by making all of the decisions, constantly taking the lead, and calling literally all of the shots, this man is going to have no purpose. You've stripped him of the ability to lead his family. In your relationship, will be miserable. Men who are trusted to lead their family are better partners and fathers. They are better equipped to handle conflicts and challenges, and they are more willing to put in the effort to make their relationships work. They're more likely to instill values such as hard work, dedication, and persistence in their kids, helping them grow up with a strong sense of purpose. A man that has fulfilled his purpose is a man that has better mental health, success, and relationships. And it's something that women should encourage and support in the men in their lives. Letting men fulfill their purpose doesn't take away any of your achievements as a woman. Rather, it adds to the richness and depth of your relationship and our society as a whole.
Making your home modern and beautiful is easier than you think with 50/50 RGB SMD strip lights. Bright, uniform, ambient lighting for anywhere in your room. Use exactly the length you need thanks to the cuttable design. Waterproof properties and the use of double copper make them durable and long-lasting in all conditions. Change the colors, effects, and brightness of the lights thanks to the wireless remote or the app on your phone. Change the look of your home. Order now.
What's up, my guys? There is a term I've been captivated by recently: alpha widows. And this clip sums it up perfectly.
You get with a woman who slept with enough dudes, eventually some of those dudes are gonna leave an imprint on her you can't fill.
Love him or hate him, he has a point. A woman doesn't date backwards. In my opinion, I think this is one of the dangers with the amount of validation women receive on social media. If you know she's entertaining DMs from this pro athlete, that movie star, and that millionaire, what makes you think she's gonna want to entertain the average Joe? If your girl is constantly comparing you to her ex, refusing to put a label on anything to keep her options open, and never satisfied with anything you do for her, she's probably an alpha widow. And the only type of man that can date an alpha widow is an alpha himself. And the only type of man that can avoid an alpha widow is an alpha with an abundance mindset. Position yourself as an alpha man if you want the pick of the litter. You don't have to be the CEO of a company to be an alpha man, but you should be on the path to success and exude the level of confidence of a man that is. An alpha widow is created every day due to the ease of the DMs. And due to our culture, alpha men are few and far between. Social media is out of your control, but your masculinity isn't. So if anything, make sure that you're in the position to be the alpha widower, not the nice guy picking up the pieces. What's up, my guys? Let's talk daddy issues. If a girl does not respect her father, it's not gonna be straightforward getting her to respect you. I'm not saying she's a lost cause. This relationship can still work. but only under these two conditions. She has to be able to admit that the lack of a father figure clouded her image of what a man should be. She also has to be willing to put her ego aside and want to learn how to respect a man. On your side of the equation, the only way you could ever make a relationship work with a fatherless woman is by commanding that respect. A woman should know from the beginning of your relationship what the repercussions of a lapse in respect looks like. A pushover that barely respects himself is not the type of man a woman like this could end up with. The key takeaway: a relationship will never work without mutual respect. You can have an undying love for someone, but if respect is missing from that equation, save yourself the attorney fee and don't put a ring on it. You're responsible for modern women acting the way they do because you tolerate it. Next time you're fed up with the unrealistic expectations that women have nowadays, remember this video and remember that change happens when men say enough is enough. Women know there will always be simps to cater to them hand and foot, so why would you expect them to change their ways? So many men nowadays are listening to propaganda telling them to yield to women at all costs so they conform and tolerate disrespect from their partners. If you want to see change in women, stop being afraid to call out disrespectful behavior when you see it. Stop being afraid to set expectations in relationships, and stop thinking that finally acting like a man is what's going to make them leave. Sure, maybe your values will push some women away, but they'll make the right woman stay. I'm not afraid to stir the pot, so why are you? It's going to take something big to wake up society. Here are the top 5 ways for a woman to be a rebel in 2023. Hear me out on this one. Shaving your armpits. A razor. I thought they only had these in like the Stone Ages. Number 2, cook a meal for a man, because God forbid you take pride in traditional values. Number 3, aspire to be a mother. Doing my part in continuing the human race? Uncanny. Drink whole milk. Or better yet, tell them you follow a carnivore diet. Their heads will literally explode. And lastly, value a man's input. The next time you go to negotiate at a car dealership, bring a man. This one will put them over the edge. And yeah, this is really what it's come to. Let me guess. You got hit with the "I'm so sorry, but I have a family thing" text. She most likely doesn't have a family thing. She just needed an indirect way to flake on your date. If you still want to give good old Sally a second shot, here's your only response. What does your schedule look like this week? If Sally shares her schedule, say, "X times don't work for me, but I can do X time." I don't care if your schedule doesn't have a damn thing on it. You're a busy man, and she needs to respect your time. You're not going to let a flaker dictate your schedule. This is exactly how you set a boundary from the beginning of a relationship without blatantly saying, "I'm setting a boundary." This small act of proposing times to her that work for you shows that you're the leader. And you know my thoughts on this already. The most successful relationships are the ones in which men lead.